Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, Love Talk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. I'm waiting for Jim Rawlings to pop in so we can talk about Michelle's house. The sickle cell, it is the place where the Connecticut Association of Sickle Cell Anemia is housed. And I know his secretary, Steph, is administrative assistant, is on vacation this week. So, you know, when you leave people to their own devices, sometimes they might not connect. So I don't know. I sent the thing. So I'm gonna I know what I can do if he's like having trouble. I think I have his number, and I can text him, I think, so that because you know people can get a little turned around with social media and things that are technical, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna send him a message. I am expecting you. On air. And I thought I double checked this last week with the secretary, because she said she was going to be away. And I sent her the stuff. So we'll see if any of this is gonna get to him. I don't know. This is what happens when people, you know, when you have to, you know, depend on people who don't work in this medium to work in this medium, you know, because it's a little challenging. I hope he didn't go downtown to the office, but I was very clear that I'm not in the office, that he could be in his office and turn on his computer. So we'll see. We'll give it a few more minutes, see what happens. I don't know how to reach the secretary because she's away. She said she is away and on vacation. So I don't know what else to do here. You know, so that's it. Anyway, I'll just keep the show moving. A little disappointed, but you know, I can make it work, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna try to email him too. Although I thought all this was handled. Anyway, this is radio, so I can't really have dead air. I have to keep talking while I'm working. You know, to keep the things moving. But you know, listen, these things happen all the time. I'm no stranger to this. So I'm just gonna send this little email. Hopefully he'll see it, or I don't know. I don't know. I do the best we can with what I got to work with. You know, if he doesn't show up today, I'll reschedule him. It's another day. Listen, I got more days in this week, and he can certainly come on and talk if he's just got a little bit turned around with how to check in and how to log in and all that kind of stuff. You know, because I know people can get turned around. Tomorrow I got the Leap Camp folks coming on. Because they're doing the Leap Summer Camp and they want to talk about all the good things that they got going on. So I'm happy to talk to them tomorrow. I mean, I've been watching Leap Camp for like the last 20 some odd years. So so I'm happy to have them on tomorrow, Wednesday rather. So they're coming on Wednesday. And then that's it. And then I'll start scheduling. I'm gonna have some of the Elm City Lit Fest folks are gonna come on. The authors who are going to be participating in this year's Lit Fest, and some heavy hitters, I must say. So I'm very excited to get them scheduled up and get into those conversations in anticipation of the 4th annual Elm City Lit Fest. I think it's the 4th one, right? The 4th one. And it's no easy feat. So I'm excited. So there's stuff that's just happening. And I'm gonna have Juanita on to talk about Juanita Sunday to talk about the 6th dimension that's coming up. And I'm participating in the 6th dimension. I'm actually in conversation with some chefs, and I couldn't be more delighted because I have a culinary background. So this is cool in the game for me. So I'm looking forward to the conversation. Seriously, to the conversation. So, and it's Afrofuturism and food discussion. So October 14th. So I'm here for it. And October 14th is my mother's birthday. So I told you October is always such a loaded month, but so many good things that have poured into October the last several years that I can't even hang my hat on all the sad things that went on. So anyway, that's the way of the world. So there's some good stuff coming up. The brother that runs Soul to Cuba is running a trip back to Cuba in, I think, December. And I wished I could go, but I have way too many outstanding commitments that will not allow for me to go to Cuba, because I'm trying to go to Kigali, Rwanda for the African Leadership Network Summit in Kigali in November. And then I'm in Senegal in February. So I'm trying to be on the continent a couple of times. So I can't. I'm not a woman of means by any stretch of imagination. I am not a woman of means, and it is apparent. It's apparent that I don't have any money, but we do what we can. We do what we must. We roll how we roll, and I'm just trying to make it happen, Captain. So and then I'm going down to Florida for a wedding. I think in September. I think Miami. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na. So going to Miami because Azaria and Meech are getting married. And then in August, Serafina is getting married, but she's getting married here in Connecticut. So I'm looking forward to that wedding, And these are weddings that I'm not officiating. I'm just going as guest. I can't tell you the last time I've been to a wedding as a guest. And not the officiant. Like the person that married them. So I'm very excited by that. I'm very, very excited. So I'm gonna be a guest at somebody's wedding, 2 weddings back to back. I love weddings. It's just happiness. And celebrating people's love and joy and faith and happiness. I'm excited. So yeah. That's it. So I don't know where Jim Rawlings is. I don't know. I've texted, I've called. I think he just got turned around. I don't know, child. Don't get me to. I don't know what to do. So it'll be all right. He'll show up. He'll show up or he won't. I don't know what else to do. uh we'll see what happens. uh, uh, so uh, he's supposed to be my guest this morning, and we settled this a while back, so maybe he's still trying to get on. I don't see anything happening, so we'll see. I mean, life goes on. um so maybe he can't figure out how to. Anyway, let me just I'm just trying to do one more thing if I can reach him, and if not, then I'll just keep it moving. I mean, I don't have a choice. I mean, this is live radio, and people are listening to me in places. So I gotta be talking about something. All right, that's it. I'm done. Hey, you know what? I will tell you this. I have been enjoying watching Blue Ivy dance with her mother, Beyonce, on the Renaissance tour. I think she's adorable, adorable, adorable. And she's what, 13, 12, 13? And she's doing an amazing job. I don't want to see these people who want to chop up a child, talking about she's really dance or whatever. She's not a. I was like, she's 13. You know how awkward it is to be 13 and to be on the stage. I mean, she's got to be. I know she wanted to do it. She looks amazing. Listen, she out there doing the damn thing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all, not one bit. So I was like, get it, girl. She's out here doing it. So I've been enjoying it. I would love to go to a Beyonce concert. I'm just not paying $8,000 to do it. I don't I wish I had the means to go out of the country to catch it, And I could have, but I have like I said, I have too many other commitments. So I can't. I have too many other out of the country commitments that would make it very difficult for me to get to a Beyonce concert, And I had a girlfriend who the concert jumped off in Sweden, Finland, somewhere. And I have a girlfriend that lives over there. She's like, I got you a ticket if you get over here. Girl, I can't get nowhere. I was just like, I'm on my way to Marrakesh for my birthday. So I couldn't do that. If I had the means, I would have did it. But I don't roll in dough like that. So I have to plan and save. I have to plan and save for these trips. I can't just reach out and whip out something to be like, booyah. No, I've got to do a thing. So I've got to do a couple of things to make things happen, which is fine. This is not a complaint or a lament. It is what it is, so that's where I'm at. Let's see, what am I watching on TV? I just finished up Magnolias, which I love this show. Heather Headley is in this. It's good. It's a charming, it's like it's edgier than a Hallmark movie. But it's not going to jar your senses. It's good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I watched it. I didn't binge watch it in one evening. I did it over a couple of days. So that was good. There's some stuff that I want to watch. That I want to watch. I'm gonna tune in and watch some other stuff. I think I'm gonna try to watch. Oh gosh, what is happening? Let me look at let me tell you what I want to look at. I could tell you what I want to look at because I have Netflix on my phone too. I'm a Netflix person. And I have Hulu too, but I can't seem to log into my Hulu. So I have to figure that out. I don't know why it let me in before, and now it won't. Okay, fine, whatever. Get out of my way. I watched Sweet Magnolias. I watched that, which was really good. This was season 2. I enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed Survival of the Thickest. That was such a good show. Charming little show. I think it was like 8 episodes, so it's an easy watch. I watched it over a couple of days. I didn't binge. I'm not binging stuff no more. Like, I'm not sitting up all night watching stuff. I watch 2 episodes, 3 episodes, and shut it down and come back and catch 1 episode and shut it down and come back and watch. I have to do it over a period of time. Oh, Queen Sono, which I love. They stopped. Queen Sono was happening before the pandemic. It was so good. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And then they were going to bring it back. Then they shut it down because the pandemic, because they shoot all over Africa. So the pandemic just shut them. They just couldn't afford it. So they just shut it down. Yeah. So I already finished watching The Mother. Is there more to watch? I guess you have to watch it all the way to the end so that it could just not be hanging in your downloads. Because God knows it was a pain in the butt. Let's see what else. I'm gonna watch They Clone Tyrone. I was gonna watch it last night, but I was tired, and I would have been watching me, and I was right not to watch it because I fell asleep, and I knew I wouldn't have been, because I did that with Survival of the Thickest. I woke up and I was like on episode 7. I was like, wait, what happened to the other episodes? So I fell asleep from episode 2 to 7. And I'm not one to fall asleep with the TV on, but I was so tired that I just fell asleep. So I don't do that. So I'm gonna go and watch They Clone Tyrone. And I hope I like it. I hope I'm not annoyed by it. I hope I don't go, oh my God, I hate this. But they got some people that I like. Like, I love John Boyega. I think he's the absolute best. I love him. And who doesn't like Jamie Foxx? So I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch The Perfect Find too, because I like Gabrielle Union. And I've been digging I like her, and I like her little rom-com kinds of things. So I'm gonna watch that. And I'm a sucker for a love story. I love a good love story. I love a rom-com. I'm not kidding you. I am a rom-com, person. So I'm looking forward to that. And they've got a ton of them on Netflix. I'm not at a loss for a rom-com. I was thinking about Glamorous with who is this in the lead? Kim Cattrall, because I'm a Kim Cattrall fan. So I was thinking about I might watch this, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I have to, and then I might go back and watch. I only watched like the first 3 seasons of Insecure. So I may go back and catch up the last 2 seasons and see how all this played out. Maybe. I mean, that's not my cohort, my age cohort. And I only watched because of Markeisha, and I couldn't stand some of it. So, but I stuck with it. So I might finish it out. I might at least just start watching some of it and then try to finish it out a little bit. I don't got to binge it. I could just like, okay, today I'll watch a little bit. Tomorrow I'll watch a little bit more. We'll see. So yeah, so they got some good rom-coms. I was gonna watch Kaleidoscope last night with Giancarlo Esposito. That was another one I was gonna watch, but it's like a couple of episodes. But I was tired, and I was like, I better not even start this because I'll mess around, and this'll I'll go to sleep. I'm not gonna watch Fatal Seduction. I don't like these sexy kill you up kind of stuff. I don't really care for that. Like people making bad choices over sex. I'm like, get out of here. No, I'm not doing that. then it's revenge and all this other kind of stuff. I was like, oh, yawn. I could leave that alone. So yeah, so I always like swim through what's in the new rom-com kind of stuff because I love that kind of stuff. But I don't like kid rom-coms. I like grown-up rom-coms. So I do a little bit of that searching. I started out watching The Lincoln Lawyer and I dropped it. So I might pick it back up because it gets good reviews. People say good things about it. So I was like, oh, maybe I have to go back and revisit it. Go back and look at it again. I'm still reading The Other Side of Portland by Nicholas Dawidoff. And I'm enjoying it. And it is giving me great anxiety too. It is giving me great anxiety. And this book is one of the books I would love to talk with the chief about. I don't know if he's read it, but I would like to have a conversation with him because I don't understand how police officers can pick the wrong people, knowingly pick the wrong people for crimes that they didn't commit. When they have examples of people who commit these kinds of crimes, why aren't those people rounded up first? And I'm sure it has something that I don't know. Because as I'm reading the story, Nicholas Dawidoff book, The Other Side, and Bobby, by everybody's account, he's not the kid that did this killing, but the people that they know who did the killing. He knew who did the killing. Everybody knew who did the killing, but the police failed to pick up the guy that did the killing. So I'm not understanding what was the motivation for not picking up the guy that actually did the killing. Was there some backdoor kind of foolishness going on? Was there something? But I haven't finished the book, so maybe I am getting ahead of myself. Even Clarence Wallaby was like, no, that's not the killer. But then how did he come along to say, okay, that kid is the killer? It just doesn't seem like good policing just right off the rip. So I don't know. And if I'm a police officer, I don't want to go to bed at night knowing that somebody who actually committed a crime is still out there committing crimes. So I don't know what that's about. I mean, I know what it's about. Some of it is about abject racism. I mean, deliberate racism, deliberate and willful and intentional racism. And some of it is something else. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's on the take or payola, all the mob language. I just don't know what it is. Because I would think if I'm a cop, I just want the right person to be picked for the crime, picked up for the crime. You see all these cases where they just made up stuff and the wrong people went to prison and the other people ran free for like 20, 30 years. And the wrong person has been sitting in jail. I'm like, why? I wouldn't want to be that cop. I don't know. I just wouldn't want to be the cop where I would just be like, I didn't do my job. Because you didn't do your job. You did something, but you didn't do your job. So anyway, speaking of jobs, I'm looking forward to seeing The Equalizer, Denzel Washington. And this is the last installment. Denzel Washington is 70-some years old. I mean, he's fine as hell. Fine. And he could do The Equalizer. I'm not mad at him, but how many more times can he be like fighting and jumping and running and chasing and he's not really doing that. And he has the best walk of Hollywood, right? He has the best walk of anybody in Hollywood. Denzel Washington does. He does. He has the best walk of anybody in Hollywood. So I'm looking forward to that movie. It doesn't come out till September. So it's just the right kind of in the summer kind of thing. I think it'll do well because we love Denzel Washington and we love the Equalizer franchise. We love it. And so people will go see it. I know the Barbie movie is on tap to be billions of dollars if it hasn't already reached it. So I'm like, okay. The Barbie movie. And so, when you have a movie that good, you got to be thinking sequel. You got to be thinking, oh, we have to do this again, So I'm not gonna go see it at the movies. I'll wait till it comes stream somewhere. I'll wait for that. It's not a movie I'd care to see at the movies. I'm not doing that. But I'll see it, and I'll probably see Oppenheimer too at my house. Huh? You really have to be like a Star Wars kind of movie for me to go see it at the movies at this point, unless it's something so lush. And I don't get the sense that Barbie is lush enough for me to want to go see it at the movies. And I don't think Oppenheimer is going to be lush enough that I want to go see it at the movies. So I can just watch it at my house. But there are movies that are lush enough where you want to you got to see it in the big screen first. Even if you watch it again at your house, you got to see it on the big screen. I don't think either one of those movies are that for me. For me, I'm not saying they're not that. I'm just saying for me, I have no desire to see Barbie like that. But I hear it's a fine message. And who doesn't like Barbie? I've got a bunch of Barbie. I got a presidential Barbie that I got from the campaign school one year, my first time around. I need to take a picture of it so I could show Patty. It's like, I have a presidential Barbie that I got as a gift from the campaign school. When those of us who went through it at that particular time, we got these damn dolls. And she's like, ambiguous ethnicity Barbie. With conservative clothes and a blue suit and a red ball gown and a short bob haircut. But her ethnicity is questionable because she's dark, but you don't know if she's black dark, Latino black, Latino dark, Asian, Polynesian, brown. You just don't know. But that's my first one in the box. And then I have Ella Fitzgerald Barbie, and my sister got me the Ida B. Wells Barbie because Ida B. Wells for me is everything. So I got Ida B. Wells Barbie, and I think there's a couple other Barbies that I want. Like I think I would love to have the Michelle Obama Barbie too. I think there's a Michelle Obama Barbie. I would love to have that too. But I'm not running around trying to collect Barbies. That's not my. If I see one. Like the Ella Fitzgerald Barbie was a part of the Target display for Black History Month when they started doing whole Black History Month displays at Target. So this was before the pandemic, just before the pandemic. So that's when I got the Ella Fitzgerald Barbie. She looks beautiful. So, and they're in the boxes. I ain't let my kids play with my presidential Barbie. They eyeballed, and I was like, no. Go get them little raggedy ass Barbies. You guys, cut their hair off and mark them up. Those are your Barbies. This is a grown person's Barbie. And you know what? I should see if I could get a Barbie made in my own image. I wonder if they'll let you do that. I can have a Barbie, a Babz Barbie at 60. That would be very, very cool. A Babz Barbie at 60 with purple hair. I would do that with dangly earrings and a poofy dress. That would be so perfect. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'll ask. I'll inquire. I saw a Iris Apfel Barbie. Somebody that I follow on Instagram just got it. And so it's exciting. And now they got Barbies for, they got Barbies with all the challenges, right? Wheelchair Barbie and amputee Barbie and all these different kinds of Barbies so that everybody can be represented. I mean, and why not? It's a damn doll. Why can't you make a doll that represents, why can't the popular doll be done in a way so that, that girls in wheelchairs and girls with walkers and girls with dreadlocks and girls with, all kinds of stuff can see themselves. Maybe there needs to be a trans Barbie. Like, what the hell? It's just a damn doll. You can make whatever you want. Trans Barbie. I want to see that. Because Barbie is not anatomically correct, no way. Anyway. So I don't even know. So Barbie probably is already trans. Moving body parts. moving body. You can listen, she can claim whatever she want to claim. Ken too. Funny. So I'm just saying, I like an Idris Elba Ken. Right? That should happen. Idris Elba Ken. I think that should happen. I think that would be cute. I'm just saying. A Black Panther Ken. Well, maybe not. Maybe not a Black Panther Ken. Because Black Panther's already, it already has a doll, and is already a action figure. So, but anyway. So yeah. So I don't know anybody who saw Barbie just yet. I've seen people say they're going or they've gone, they've liked it, but nobody in my circle, I don't think has seen it yet. So I'd be interested in hearing what people think. Anyway, that's my take on stuff. So as I said, I'll wait for them to stream to the house and I'll watch it then. And that's where we are. So I got to get back to the Nicholas Dawidoff book, because I want to be done in the next week or so, 2 weeks, so I can get on to the next book, because I'm on a book reading race, and this is the summer of reading, and I really got to knock some of these books out, and I'm not buying any more books until I read the ones that I already have. And listen, a few years ago when I turned 58 or something, or 55, whenever the hell I was, whenever I had the birthday party at Amore's, everybody gave me books. I still have books that I haven't read from that stash of books, and I got like 20 books. People bought me books, so I need to. I drink up all the liquor that people bought me, because I had all kinds of bourbon and champagne. I mean, I drank it, but I haven't read all the books, so I need to get these books read. And it's not a chore. I don't say this as a chore, because I love reading. And then I was looking at Barack Obama's reading list, and I'm thinking, how the hell does Barack Obama read all these damn books? Him and Oprah get on my nerves. No, because now she just finished The Color of Water, or whatever it is, whatever it is, something water book. And I was like, I gotta get these. I gotta get to reading more. And who does more than those two? Oprah, and but she's not doing as much as she used to do. But I don't know, when does she find time to read? But she's an early bed. She goes to bed early, so she gets into bed. I'm sure she reads, and she finds time throughout the day to read. So I have to do that. So I'm gonna do that. So, but I got to get this reading in. So I'm back at it. So I'm about to jump off. I don't know where Jim Rawlings went. I had him scheduled. I made these commitments before I left, so I don't know what happened. So but I'll be back. He'll get somebody from his camp will get back to me and reschedule or whatever. I don't know. I hope all is well. Seriously, I hope all is well, and all is good with me. So I'll be back tomorrow, and then I have the Leap folks on Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to it. But y'all be safe out there. I'll be back tomorrow.